Vaughan o en vaughantienda.com.
Estás escuchando Vaughan Radio.
Speaking with Confidence with Ale.
Hello everyone and welcome back to Speaking with Confidence. If you're new here, you must be wondering what it is that we do here. So what we do, I'll tell you, we practice English together to build up your confidence and use this language, the English language, comfortably. And how do we do this? We talk a little bit about life, about real situations, about those moments we all understand, and then we turn those into ideas, into useful ideas, useful language. And today, I want to welcome Dan back.
Hello.
Hi, how are you?
I'm doing well. And you?
I'm doing good. It's been 2 days without talking to you.
Yes.
Was that a good break for you?
No. I like to do the program.
All right. So how are you today? You're doing good.
Yes.
Are you ready for the contest results?
Yes.
Yeah?
I don't think I will win.
No, you don't think so?
No, I don't think so.
Would you like to? I mean...
Yes, but...
It's good money.
I think it's impossible, so...
You think it's impossible?
Seeing my PDF...
I didn't see it.
Oh, no. That if you see it, you know why it is impossible.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, well, you might think that. Maybe you can be surprised. Right?
No, I don't think so. No.
Well, let's see. We'll see in a little bit, I think. All right. So today we're going to talk about something very, very personal. These past few days, we've been talking about possibility and making room, making space for possibility. And today, which I think it's quite personal. And today we're going to continue down that lane. And what is it that we're going to discuss today? We're going to talk about the moment when a story in your life ends. Yesterday we mentioned stories in your life, and today we're going to continue with that idea. And los momentos, o el momento en el que una historia de tu vida termina. And when I say story, I don't only mean a love story or that specifically. Not necessarily a relationship, but any part of your life that once felt important. For example, Dan, a job that you had in the past, that could be something important for you, right? Important
Yes.
for somebody. A place that you used to go and that you will no longer go. Maybe a routine that gave a structure to your day, or a friendship. A friendship can, also change. And if we go a little deeper, a dream that no longer feels the same. And with that goes a version of yourself that belonged to another time. And why I find this interesting, because life is full of stories. Our lives are full of stories, and some stories begin with excitement and with plans and with hope, and many of those stories just end. And the thing is that we don't always know when we are living the last page, the last moment of that story, right? For example, you can be having a normal conversation with somebody, and you don't realize until much later that is the last time you will have that conversation. Or you walk out of a place because you're leaving this place and you don't know when you're going to come back. And you won't, if you do, it won't be the same way. It won't be in the same way. Or when you finish a stage in your life, the same thing happens, right? You don't really understand at the moment, but you will at a later time. So those moments are really important in life. And English gives us very powerful phrases to talk about this. And we can say, for example, I wish I knew, when you don't know what's going to happen next, right? I wish I knew what to say, or I wish I knew how to let go when something is coming to an end, or I wish what that moment really meant. And there's also another structure, because that's what we're going to be using today. I knew and I would. All right. But we'll get into that in a little bit. So that's what we're going to talk today. We're going to talk about today. We're going to build the language for those moments when a story ends. And the story ends, but then some questions remain in your head. Las historias terminan, pero las preguntas permanecen en nuestras mentes. And for that, as I said, we're going to be working on these two grammar structures. I wish I knew, and if I knew, I would. Ojalá supiera, y si lo supiera, si lo sabría, haría algo más. All right? Why? Because it's not only about describing what happened. It's also understanding how we feel and how we can express that. All right? So, are you ready, Dan?
Yes.
Do you want to help out throughout today's conversation?
Of course. Yes.
All right. Are you sure?
Yes.
All right. Okay, so let's begin our lesson today. All right, useful words. So we are going to build the vocabulary that we can use to talk about situations like these, right? Letting go, endings more than anything. And as I said before, it could be an end of the story, but with everything, with anything, work, a friendship, a relationship, anything really. So our first word today is chapter. Chapter. And this is a noun, and chapter is a period of your life. A period or a part of your life in today's context. Because chapter then means
Capítulo.
Capítulo, yes. And tenemos capítulos en los libros, cuentos, etc., right? Same thing happens with our lives. Chapter. So, we can use it like this. That job was an important chapter in my life. That job was an important chapter in my life. All right, our next word is ending. Ending, and this is also a noun. And an ending means the final part of something. The final part of something. And in Spanish then?
Final.
Final. Every ending teaches us something. Every ending teaches us something. All right. Word number 3. And this is closure. Closure. And let me spell that word for you. It is CLOSURE. And this is also a noun, although it's an uncountable noun. Why? Because it's a feeling that something is finished and also accepted. It ended, but then you accept, you are okay with that ending. Closure. So, how would you translate this, Dan?
Cierre.
Yes. Cierre, sí, como un cierre emocional, ¿no? And how can we use it? She needed closure after a difficult conversation. She needed closure after a difficult conversation. That is our word number 3. And our next word is memory. Memory. And this is also a noun and also an accountable noun. This is a countable noun. We can count memories. And what is it? It's something you remember from the past. And that in Spanish?
Recuerdo.
Yes. Recuerdo. That summer is still a beautiful memory for me. Do you have any good memories about last summer?
Of last summer?
Yeah.
right now I can't think about it, but I'm sure that there were many.
Yes. I think my favorite moment last summer was when we went to Valencia, a town in Valencia, and it was just a beautiful place. I can't remember the name of it, and it was beautiful, and the water, the beach, we went to the beach. It was wonderful. I had a really great time. All right, next one is, let me ask you something. How far back can you remember? Do you remember what your first memories? Can you think of your first memory?
I don't really know. I'm very bad at remembering things. So
Really?
Yes.
I am bad at remembering things that happen now, because that's very common, right? But I do remember one memory that I have that it's very, very clear, and I was very, very small. I was very young, is that I was in a park and my father was carrying me on his shoulders, and I must have been maybe 3 years, no, even younger than that, but this is just like a flashback, and is a small tiny piece that I remember being on my father's shoulder. And this was I was living in a completely different country, not even the country I am from, but we were living in Ecuador at the time, and I remember that my father was carrying me on his shoulders. It's just a 2-second memory, because that's all I remember. I remember the park and being on his shoulders. Now, I've always wondered if that is a memory or that is a dream. I feel like it was something that really did happen, a memory. However, it's a beautiful image that I keep in my head. All right. Next word today is regret. Regret. And this is also a noun and also a countable noun, but it can also be uncountable. So, what does it mean? It means feelings, we've been through this word before. Regret can bring sadness about something you did or didn't do, but not just sadness, emotions, right? About something you did or you didn't do. And remember this word, Dan? What is it?
Arrepentimiento.
Yes. So you don't only feel sad, you can feel different ways, right? Anger, sad, upset. I don't know, so many emotions. All right, so how can we use this? His only regret was not speaking honestly. His only regret was not speaking honestly. All right, let's keep on working on words. Another word when things come to an end is goodbye. And this is a noun, and this is countable. And what is a goodbye? It's the moment, or also the words used when you're leaving. Moment or words used when you're leaving. So how would you say this, Dan?
Adiós.
Adiós. Un adiós, ¿no? Un adiós. Una despedida. And their goodbye was quiet but meaningful. Their goodbye was quiet but meaningful. And another word is lesson. Lesson. And this is a countable noun, and a lesson is something you learn from an experience. In today's context, that's what it means. Something you learn from an experience. And what is that, Dan?
Lección.
Sí, lección. The experience gave her a powerful lesson. The experience gave her a powerful lesson. So, let me go through the words one more time. And if you've been paying attention, all these words help us talk about experiences like this, endings, connected to endings, memories. All right, chapter, ending, closure, memory, regret, goodbye, lesson, and acceptance. Those are our 8 words today. Words that help us talk about that part of our lives that we all go through, I think. All right, Dan, you ready?
Yes.
All right, so it's going to be really, really easy for you. Final.
Ending.
Yes. Recuerdo.
Memory.
Arrepentimiento.
Regret.
Despedida.
Goodbye.
Aceptación.
Acceptance.
Etapa. Think of a book.
Chapter.
You were peeking.
Yes. Yes.
Chapter, yes, good. Final, did I tell you that?
Ending.
Yeah. Cierre.
Closure.
Closure, very good. Y that's it. All right, very good. So there you have it, our 8 words for today. So now that we got the words, we got the meaning, let's practice with them. And it's important that you remember that these words help us talk about endings, but not in a sad way necessarily. Also in a way that helps you understand that a story, even if it ends, it can still leave something valuable behind. Te deja algo de valor siempre, aunque las cosas terminen. Entonces no necesariamente tienen que ser tristes. Do you remember, or can you think of something that just recently ended, Dan, for you? Something important, something meaningful that just ended. It doesn't have to be incredibly dramatic or anything like that. But for example, like I moved, right, from one place to another. And I had to move a house and all that. And where I lived before, I was, not because of where it was or anything like that, but because the memories that I built during that time, I had to let go of that place because of that. It reminds me of the memories that we build in that place. So I guess it's important for that. And that part of our lives ended because we had to move. And with that move, many things changed. And as much as I loved that place and the life that I had there, we had to move and build a different life. And so that was a phase, a chapter in my life here in Spain that ended. I don't know about you, Dan. What do you have?
Well, I know it's not recently, but I think the most recent chapter in my life was maybe 2 years ago when me and my classmates graduated. So that was a chapter that ended there.
Yes, of course. That is also very important in anyone's life. Finishing an important phase of life, an important part of life. After living it, right? Growing, learning, having so many experiences, sharing with other people, and when that ends and you have to move on, and well, it's important. Okay. All right. So let's begin our practice with our useful words. As always, we are going to check understanding of our definition. So what are you going to do? You are going to say either true or false to what you hear about the word that I describe. All right? So listen to this. A chapter can describe a stage in someone's personal experience. A chapter can describe a stage in someone's personal experience. Is this true or is this false? And Dan, what do you say?
I think it's true.
It is true. It's actually that. It's a moment, right? It describes a stage in someone's personal experience. It is true. All right. Next one. Closure means pretending that nothing happened. Closure means pretending that nothing happened. Is this true or is this false?
That is false.
Why do you think it's false?
Because closure means to end things with a completely final.
It means to end things with?
With a complete final ending.
With a complete ending, yes. It means to end things completely aware of what has happened, And if you're completely aware of it, and you know that this is coming to an end, and you're okay with this situation, then I guess that's a way to have closure. And it does not mean to pretend anything. All right. It means reaching a sense of emotional completion. All right. Next one. A memory is connected to something you remember, not something you predict. A memory is connected to something you remember, not something you predict. Is this true or false?
That is true.
It is true. It is. A memory is connected to something you remember. All right. Next one. Regret. Regret can appear when we feel we made the wrong choice. Regret can appear when we feel we made the wrong choice. Do you think this is true or false?
I think it's true.
Yes, it is true. It is true. Very good. And another one, acceptance. Acceptance means you immediately feel happy about an ending. Acceptance means you immediately feel happy about an ending. Is this true or false?
It doesn't have to be necessarily true.
Why not? So then, false.
False, yes.
Yes? Why? Why false?
Because you can accept things even though they are not positive.
Yes, exactly. That is very, very true. That is true. You don't always have to be happy with how things ended, right? You're definitely not immediately happy. It might take some time, but you understand that it needed to end. All right. It means no resistance to that moment. A goodbye can happen with words, actions, or silence. A goodbye can happen with words, actions, or silence. Is this true or false?
I think it's true.
It is true. Yes, there are many ways to say goodbye. Words, actions, and maybe simply saying nothing at all can also be a way of saying goodbye. Okay, very good. So we're going to move on. We're still going to be working on meaning. Vamos a seguir trabajando en la definición, el significado de estas palabras. And what we're going to do next is you're going to choose the best meaning or the closest meaning, el significado que se acerca más a una situación que te voy a describir. So listen to this. This period taught me more than I expected. This period taught me more than I expected. So this is close to what? Option A, it gave me a lesson. B, it gave me a problem. Or C, it gave me a schedule. What would you choose? This period taught me more than I expected.
It gave me a lesson.
It gave me a lesson. Very good. This period taught me. Taught. The past tense of teach. Very good. It gave me a lesson. All right. Let's do another one. She stopped looking for another explanation. She stopped looking for another explanation. So, what does this suggest? Option A, she found some closure. B, she created a memory. C, she avoided the ending. She stopped looking for another explanation. And what do you think it is?
She found closure.
She found some closure. Yes. She stopped looking for another reason, another explanation. Why? Because she found some closure. Very good. Let's try one more time. He often thinks about what he should have said. He often thinks about what he should have said. So what is this showing? Is this showing acceptance? Is this showing regret? Or is this showing a chapter?
It is showing regret.
It is showing regret. Very good. Do we have to go on a breakdown? Yes, we do. All right, so we're going to stop right there. And when we come back, we're going to continue working on the words and the grammar for today. See you in just a few minutes.
Lo que oyes.
You're listening to the right radio. You're listening to Vaughan Radio.
You're listening to Vaughan Radio.
El inglés que necesitas ahora por mucho menos. Llega al outlet de Vaughan con libros y cursos de autoestudio que siguen más vigente que nunca.
Objetivo Inglés, Vaughan Certified completo, Speak English Now e Inglés en 10 pasos.
Además, libros desde €1.
Novelas con audio desde $3.50.
Libros infantiles desde €3.
Y mucho más.
Entra en vaughantienda.com.
Vaughan Outlet, aprende más.
Pagando menos hasta agotar existencias.
Este verano, ¿quieres que tus hijos se diviertan, vivan 1000 aventuras y además ganen fluidez en inglés, rodeados de naturaleza y con los mejores monitores angloparlantes Vaughan? Tráelos a nuestro Vaughan Summer Camps, con cabañas, actividades acuáticas, multiaventura, nuevos amigos y entornos increíbles donde aprenderán a resolver situaciones cotidianas en inglés sin darse cuenta. Más de 3.000 niños viven nuestras inversiones cada año. Encuentra tu mejor Summer Camp sin salir de España. Contrata tu mejor camp.
Come to learn with us at Vaughan.
¿Te apuntas?
¿Quieres mejorar tu inglés sin complicaciones? Vaughan Inglés 4.0 es el curso de inglés más completo en formato audio, con casi 600 clases desde cero hasta nivel avanzado. Paso a paso, donde y cuando quieras. Claro, práctico y eficaz. Gramática, vocabulario, pronunciación y sobre todo, resultados. Busca nuestro podcast Vaughan Inglés 4.0 en iVoox.
Encuentra todos los libros de nuestros presentadores de radio en las tiendas Vaughan. Nosotros te ayudamos a encontrar el libro perfecto para ti, para todos los niveles y edades. También encontrarás libros de alemán, francés y mucho más. Estamos en calle Orense 75, en Madrid, o en nuestras 6 delegaciones por España. Ven a vernos o visita vaughantienda.com. Vaughan, learn English.
Estas vacaciones, haz un viaje para tu inglés. Con los cursos intensivos semanales de Vaughan, mejora tu inglés durante cualquier periodo vacacional. Navidad, Semana Santa, verano, tú decides cuándo. Una semana para mejorar tu fluidez. Gana confianza al hablar. Aprovecha tu tiempo libre al máximo. Y lo mejor es que puedes reservar tu curso desde ya para asegurarte tu plaza en el momento que prefieras. No dejes pasar la oportunidad de avanzar en tu inglés estas vacaciones. Entra en grupovaughan.com/intensivos y contrata tu semana intensiva hoy mismo, porque tu inglés también merece unas vacaciones.
En Vaughan Town hay un antes y un después. El antes es inseguridad, titubeo, fastidio. El después es confianza, convicción y arrojo. Y esto en solo 6 días.
El mayor ambiente lingüístico jamás creado, con la mayor variedad de acentos nativos nunca antes reunidos. Vaughan Town, el pueblo anglo de Vaughan. Vaughan Town. Rechaza imitaciones. Infórmate en el 911335833.
Vaughan Town. Cambia tu inglés ya.
Aprender inglés nunca fue tan fácil. Vaughan Talkmaster está siempre contigo, en el metro, en casa o en el trabajo.
Practica donde quieras, cuando quieras, desde entrevistas hasta negociaciones. Mejora tu inglés con nuestra inteligencia artificial adaptativa. Entra en talkmaster.es, descarga la app y prueba gratis durante una semana. Tú decides cómo y cuándo mejorar.
Speaking with Confidence with Ale.
Welcome back, everyone. This is Speaking with Confidence, and today we're talking about those moments when a story in your life comes to an end. Esos momentos de la vida que llegan a un final. And before the break, we talked about how endings often become clear with time. And I want to take a pause here, make a pause, and share with you a fact, a life fact today. What do you think, Dan?
It's a good idea.
All right, so here's something interesting about endings. We often understand the meaning of an ending after it has happened, not while you're living it. ¿Qué quiere decir eso? Que entendemos el significado, la razón de un final después de que pasa mucho tiempo, no mientras estamos viviendo ese final. And at the moment, you may feel confused, you may feel hurt, or yes, mainly that. But later, when you look back, you begin to see the lesson maybe you learned, or the change, or the reason that chapter mattered, and maybe also why it ended. And this is why endings can feel clear with time. So in conclusion, we don't always understand a story while we're inside it. We understand it when we finally have enough distance, and not only distance in space, but also in time. And when we look back, that's when it makes more sense. What do you think about that, Dennis? Do you think this is true?
I think it's completely true.
Yeah? Why do you say that?
Because I think most of the times we don't realize things are ending. So we don't get to feel a closure until we think about it days later.
Yes, I agree with you. And many times we resist to things we don't want to end, right? So there's some resistance to change. And so, as you say, we don't realize that things are ending. But later in time, that's when it makes more sense. It's easier to maybe accept. Okay, well, that's our first fact today. First life fact. Fact about life. Okay, so now we are going to work on two grammar structures that help us talk about this topic today. And as I said at the beginning of today's show, those structures are I wish I knew, and also if I knew, I would. So let's begin with the first one. I wish I knew. And we use the structure when we don't know something right now. We don't know something now, but we would like to know it. No sabemos algo ahora mismo, pero nos gustaría saberlo. That's how we use it. I wish I knew. That's when we use it. What's the structure? Very easy. I wish, the pattern, I wish, plus the subject, which is the person, and plus the past simple. I wish I knew the answer. This means I don't know the answer now, but I would like to know it. In Spanish, that is Dan. Oh, sorry, that is not Dan.
Today the part of Dan will be played by Rob.
Hello, Rob. Would you like to translate this?
What was it?
I wish I knew the answer.
I wish I knew... go on, you're going to have to tell me.
Ojalá.
Ojalá. Si supiera la respuesta.
Ojalá supiera la respuesta.
Boo. Sorry.
And that's the next structure.
Okay.
Si supiera la respuesta. So, ojalá, I wish. Si hacemos la traducción literal, significa yo y deseo. Pero como en realidad estamos utilizando estas dos palabras para formar una frase en el pasado, ojalá o desearía, no, ojalá supiera. I wish I knew the answer. Ojalá supiera la respuesta. All right. So, we use the past form because the situation is not real right now. La situación no es real en este momento, pero obviamente nos gustaría que fuera así, que lo fuera. All right? Okay, more examples. Maybe you can help me translate the other way around.
I'll do my best, but I'm stupid in both languages.
Oh, come on. All right, listen. Ojalá supiera qué decir. Really easy. I just said, ojalá...
Supiera, what was it?
Ojalá supiera qué decir.
I wish I knew what to say.
Yeah, there you go. All right, very good. Another one, ojalá supiera cómo dejar ir.
Boo! I wish I knew where to go. No.
Cómo dejar ir.
How to... Oh, no, you're going to have to help me.
Let go.
Let go. Oh, damn it. I need to let go of my bad Spanish.
All right, so tell me that.
I wish I knew how to let go.
All right. Y la última, ojalá supiera por qué terminó.
I wish I knew why it ended.
Yeah, all right. Okay. So, when a story ends, I wish I knew can help us express the questions that remain, right? Not because we have the answer, but because we wish we did have the answer. All right, let's practice with that. And if you're listening out there, for all of you guys, what you have to do is complete the idea, all right, with this first structure, I wish I knew. We're going to be using that, and all you have to do is choose one of three options that I will give you to fill in the phrase, the sentence. So listen to this. The first one is, I wish I knew something goes there after that goodbye. I wish I knew something after that goodbye. And option one is how to feel calm, how feeling calm, and how feel calm. So what would you say? I wish I knew something after that goodbye.
Do you want me to answer?
Would you like to?
Is it A, how to feel calm?
Yeah, I wish I knew how to feel calm after that goodbye. Very good. Great answer. Let's go for the next one. We're still using I wish I knew. I wish I knew something from that lesson. I wish I knew something from that lesson. And your options are, what should I learn? What to learn? What learning? What should I learn? What to learn? And what learning? So I'll say the sentence again. I wish I knew something from that lesson. And
was it option A again?
It is not.
Oh.
I wish I knew what should I learn from that lesson.
I wish I knew what I should learn, right?
It
from
could,
that lesson?
If we swap places, if we change the word order, yeah, I wish I knew what I should learn can work. But the answer here is, I wish I knew what to learn from that lesson. I wish I knew what to learn from that lesson.
I'm dumb in both languages, Ali.
I don't think so. I think you have to have good memory to get answer. All right, let's do another one. I wish I knew. Remember, that's our structure today. I wish I knew something, something without regret. Useful word, without regret. Sin arrepentimiento. I wish I knew something, something without regret. Option A, how to move forward. Option B, how moving forward. And option C, how move forward. So what option is the best one?
Option A, how to move forward?
Yes, I wish I knew how to move forward without regret. Very good. Okay, let's do a different structure of today. Let's move on to our next structure, which is if I knew, I would. All right. When do we use this structure? When we imagine a situation that is not real right now, and then we imagine the result. It is pretty much like the second conditional. It's actually the second conditional. How is it formed? If plus the past simple, then second clause would plus the base form of a verb. And for example, if I knew how to close the chapter, I would take the first step. I'll say that again. If I knew how to close the chapter, I would take the first step. What does this mean? It means I don't know how to close the chapter now, so I'm not taking that step yet. But in that imaginary situation, I would take it. All right? Si supiera cómo cerrar esa etapa, daría el primer paso. Pero como no la sé, no doy ese primer paso. Okay, remember, the structure that is, the pattern that this structure follows is the second conditional. Okay? The second conditional pattern. All right, very good. So, remember to use after would in the second clause, would. Remember to use the base form of the verb. Did Dan win something?
I think he did. I think he won best glasses. Mejores gafas.
Mejores gafas. And I told him you might be surprised. And see, he wasn't expecting anything at all, was he?
I had faith in him. That's why I sent him into the room.
All right, good.
And I'm very happy to be here, thank you.
I'm very happy that you are.
It's a lovely space to learn English.
Yes, well, good. I hope that you learned some English.
I need to.
Or Spanish.
Spanish, definitely, I need.
All right. So let's do more examples. Let's see. Let me break it down first. I said, remember, the first clause, if I knew, si supiera, how to close a chapter, that's the imagined situation, right? I would take, daría o tomaría, the first step, el primer paso. First clause, if I knew how to close the chapter. Second clause, I would take the first step. Okay? Super, super easy. So, we say I would accept, not I would accepted it. Remember to use the base form of the verb. So what's the difference with the first clause? The difference is this one. I wish I knew is expressing the feeling, right? And if I knew I would, then you kind of imagine the action. Porque si supieras, harías algo a lo mejor. En cambio, la primera, te gustaría saberlo, pero no lo sabes. Okay. So, let's practice with the second structure. All you have to do is choose the best missing piece to complete the sentence. It's really easy. I'll be repeating the second structure so you understand it better. So listen to this. If I knew how to accept the ending, I something something less. If I knew how to accept the ending, something something, I something something less. So, options are resisted, would resist, would resisted. So I'll say it again. If I knew how to accept the ending, I something something less.
Sorry, I was staring at Dan through the window and congratulating him. I am the worst producer in history.
All right, so the answer here is, remember that the second clause comes with would and the base form of the verb, so the answer would be would resist. So let me put it together. If I knew how to accept the ending, I would resist less. All right, we've got another winner, no?
It's Alex this time.
Okay, do we know who, what? No, we don't know what for, right?
Yeah, for nicest body, I think. I think it's nicest beach body.
Okay, well, what is he winning? What's the prize? Do you know?
I think it's a pair of Speedos.
Okay, well, yeah, that can be useful, no?
Summer's coming, yeah.
All right, next one. Let's see. Let's try another one. If she knew the lesson, she, something, the experience differently. If she knew the lesson, she, something, the experience differently. Complete the second part with the necessary words, which are, if she knew the lesson, she would see the experience differently. Would, and then the verb, the base form of the verb, would see the experience differently. And one more exercise, one more. If they knew how painful the goodbye was, my sentences are very sad today, no?
Yeah, but I am here in a form of mild hypnosis with your beautiful voice and the lovely phrases. Come on.
All right, so if they knew how painful the goodbye was, they, something, more gently. I'll say that again. If they knew how painful the goodbye was, they, something, more gently. And options are would speak. Option B, spoke. Option C, would spoke. What is the right?
Would speak.
Would speak, yeah. If they knew how painful the goodbye was, they would speak more gently. Apparently, we won something.
Oh, Ali,
All right.
Ali, you've got a diploma.
Yay, all right.
I think that one's for the best radio show, Ali.
Oh, well, it must be. I hope it is. I will be so happy.
You and my girlfriend, oh.
Well, yeah, you and your girlfriend.
Oh, well, you and my girlfriend won.
Well, me and your girlfriend. What did I say? Me and your girlfriend?
No, you said you and your girlfriend.
You and your girlfriend.
I didn't play. I won the girl. You won the award.
Okay, picture time.
Yeah, Ali, this is, listeners, Ali's just won a prize, and Sophie is collecting it. I don't know what did you win? Do you know?
Well, first place is 500 euros. I don't think we got that. Second place is 300, and first place I think is 100. Third place. So I don't know.
So Dan's taking home some cash. Look at that.
Yeah.
For best glasses.
Yeah. Oof. Yeah. No competition there.
No, he does have the best glasses.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So let's move on to practice with both structures for today. So I'm going to start with translations. I'm going to do the Spanish and you do the English, which is going to be easy for you.
The translation might be challenging, but I'll try my best.
Okay, so listen to this. Ojalá supiera cómo cerrar esta etapa. Today is a very personal.
I wish I knew how to close this chapter.
Yes, thank you so much. Very good. Ojalá supiera por qué terminó.
I wish I knew why it ended.
Oh, okay. Si supiera la razón, me sentiría mejor.
If I knew the reason, I'd feel better.
Yeah, all right. But can you not contract that so listeners can hear the whole structure?
My bad. Give me the Spanish again, just the prompt.
Si supiera la razón, me sentiría mejor.
If I knew the reason, I would feel better.
Thank you. Very good. I would feel better. All right. Ojalá supiera qué hacer con este recuerdo.
I wish I knew what to do with this memory.
Yes. Useful word, memory, today. Ojalá supiera cómo despedirme.
I wish I knew how to say goodbye.
Yes. Goodbye, useful word today. Very good. Y ojalá supiera cómo aceptar esto.
I wish I knew how to accept this.
Very good. Acceptance, another useful word today. Okay, so what else are we going to do? We are going to talk about same situation, different focus. So what you got to do is choose the sentence with the feeling and then the sentence with the action. Remember what I said. If I knew expresses the feeling. I wish I knew expresses the feeling. If I knew I would expresses the action. Okay, so listen to this. You don't know why a friendship changed. So here are your options. Option A says, I wish I knew why it changed. Option B, if I knew why it changed, I would ask for closure. So which one is expressing action?
I would ask for closure. If I knew why it changed, I would ask for closure.
Yes, very good. Yes, that's action. And which one's expressing feeling?
The other one.
The other one. The other one is, I wish I knew why it changed.
I'm sorry, I'm not as good as that.
No, that's fine. Okay, let's try another one. You don't know what the lesson is. You don't know what the lesson is. So, two options. I wish I knew the lesson, or if I knew the lesson, I would move forward. I want to know which one is expressing just the feeling.
Could you repeat it for me one more time?
Yes. If I knew the lesson, I would move forward. Or, I wish I knew what the lesson was.
I wish I knew what the lesson was.
Yes, that's the feeling. Very good. All right, one more. You don't know why a memory returned. You don't know why a memory returned or came back. So, tell me which one is expressing action. I wish I knew why it came back. Or, if I knew why it came back, I would write it down.
If I knew why it came back, I would write it down.
All right. Yes, that is the one that expresses action. Okay, very good. So let's change that and move to different scenarios, because both structures are not necessarily to talk about relationships or friendships, or relationships in general. We can use these in different contexts. For example, at work, if same kind of exercise, Rob, you don't know what your manager expects. Okay, you don't know what your manager expects, and tell me which of these two expresses feeling. I wish I knew what my manager expected, or if I knew what my manager expected, I would prepare better.
I wish I knew what my manager expected.
Yes, that is expressing feeling, right? Only feeling. Motivation to know. Okay, situation number 2, making plans. You can talk about this when you're, related to plans. You don't know the time of the event. So you can say, I wish I knew the time. If I knew the time, I would organize my day. Which one is expressing action?
The second one.
If I knew the time, I would organize my day. Yes, that is expressing action.
I don't have the best memory. Too many recreational things when I was younger. My bad.
All right, that's okay. All right, next one. Helping a friend. See, we're going to use this in a different context. You don't know how to help a friend, so tell me which one is expressing just the feeling. If I knew how to help a friend, how to help her, I would call her. I wish I knew how to help.
I wish I knew how to help.
Yes, that's expressing feeling. All right. How about we move this to a different context? Studying. You don't know the answer to something you're studying, okay? So, I wish I knew the answer. If I knew the answer, I would explain it. So which one is expressing action? Let me say that again. I got a little distracted. You don't know the answer. And you've got two options to tell me what where the action is. Which one is expressing action, okay? I wish I knew the answer, or if I knew the answer, I would explain it.
If I knew the answer, I would explain it.
Yes, very good. And one last exercise. Travel. You don't know the best route. You don't know the best route. If I knew the best route, I would leave now. I wish I knew the best route. Tell me which one is expressing action.
The first one.
The first one. And the first one is, if I knew the best route, I would leave now. Very good. And finally, well, that's it for today's show, really, right?
That's a great final.
That is a great final, yes. Okay, we're going to end it here today and stay for what's coming up next, and that is Rob.
Just Rob. Wah, wah, wah.
In the lunchtime show.
You can join me if you want for half an hour.
Really?
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
Okay, well, there you go, friends.
All right, I'll be there. So don't go anywhere because it's coming next. See you. Speaking with Confidence will continue tomorrow.
Vaughan Radio Madrid 100.4 FM.
El inglés que necesitas ahora por mucho menos. Llega al outlet de Vaughan con libros y cursos de autoestudio que siguen más vigente que nunca.
Objetivo Inglés, Vaughan Certified completo, Speak English Now e Inglés en 10 pasos.
Además, libros desde €1.
Novelas con audio desde $3.50.
Libros infantiles desde €3.
Y mucho más.
Entra en vaughantienda.com.
Vaughan Outlet, aprende más,
pagando menos hasta agotar existencias.
Y ahora puedes contratar Master Plus, todo lo que incluye el Executive Master más 5 meses de formación individual one-to-one online, con total flexibilidad horaria. Más información en grupovaughan.com/master.
¿Quieres aprender inglés a tu propio ritmo y según tu horario? En Vaughan tenemos la solución perfecta para ti. Con las clases particulares online de Vaughan, disfrutarás de la máxima flexibilidad en tu aprendizaje del inglés. Tú eliges. ¿Prefieres centrarte en la conversación o en la gramática? No hay ningún problema. Con Vaughan puedes seleccionar la modalidad que más te convenga. Y no solo eso, sino que también tienes completa libertad para elegir el día, la hora y la duración de tus clases. ¿Solo tienes 25 minutos? Perfecto. En Vaughan nos adaptamos a ti. Visita grupovaughan.com hoy mismo y descubre cómo nuestras clases particulares pueden transformar tu forma de aprender inglés. Flexibilidad y calidad en la enseñanza del inglés a tu medida.
Estas vacaciones, haz un viaje para tu inglés. Con los cursos intensivos semanales de Vaughan, mejora tu inglés durante cualquier periodo vacacional. Navidad, Semana Santa, verano, tú decides cuándo. Una semana para mejorar tu fluidez. Gana confianza al hablar. Aprovecha tu tiempo libre al máximo. Y lo mejor es que puedes reservar tu curso desde ya para asegurarte tu plaza en el momento que prefieras. No dejes pasar la oportunidad de avanzar en tu inglés estas vacaciones. Entra en grupovaughan.com/intensivos y contrata tu semana intensiva hoy mismo, porque tu inglés también merece unas vacaciones.
¿Buscas el impulso definitivo para tu inglés profesional? Con Master Plus de Vaughan lo tienes todo. 5 meses de clases intensivas en grupo con el Executive Master, más 5 meses adicionales de clases individuales one-to-one online, donde tú eliges el horario, el ritmo y el enfoque, gramática, conversación o lo que necesites. Master Plus es flexibilidad real para alcanzar fluidez profesional. Descúbrelo en grupovaughan.com/master.
¿Quieres mejorar tu inglés sin complicaciones? Vaughan Inglés 4.0 es el curso de inglés más completo en formato audio, con casi 600 clases, desde cero hasta nivel avanzado.